Hello everyone. So I noticed that when you're following along with the videos, they say you need to download like a specific for example, to learn Swift, you can download Xcode, but I don't really have a Windows or MacBook. I have a Chromebook, as you can see. So what I did was I searched in for Swift compiler, and there are like a ton of them. So I'll be back when I'm done choosing Swift compiler. So I have an account at Ripple.it. I just remembered that the thing I like about Ripple.it is like you can there's like a compiler for literally everything that I want. And you don't really have to sign up or log in. So I'm not really going to be signing up or logging in, but if you log in or sign up, it's going to save your work. So yeah. Okay, so I have a Swift compiler, and I didn't write this, it just said it. And we're going to understand what this is. So if you don't understand what this is, it's totally fine. We're going to learn it together. I already know a little bit about Swift, but I feel like I need to go over it again. So I can memorize it better. So let's go back to the YouTube. And there are a ton of videos, and I recommend watching Code with Chris, and he's also in the Free Code Camp. And the reason why I like this video is he explains a variable. If you have another video, you can follow along with that too. And you can also go to Free Code Camp. And I don't know if there's going to be a Swift, but I hope there is. .org. I'll check it back there later. And so you can see there are tons of videos and tons of videos. So we're going to start watching Swift in 3 hours. Well, I'm technically not going to be playing the video while you guys could, but you can play it with your own device. I'm just going to play there's like part 1 about introduction and stuff, and then I will explain it in Ripple.it, and then we'll go on like that. So that is how we're going to do it. And I'll see you when I am playing the video. Okay, so as you can see, I am playing the video while I paused it. And so I'm going to go scroll down, and you can see here are the timestamps for the video. And so about when he's done talking about variables, I'm going to pause it and then explain it in Ripple.it. So that's just like to clarify it and how I'm going to teaching you guys and teach myself at the same time. So I'm going to watch the video. After I understand it, I go to the Ripple.it and explain what it is, and we'll go on until we finish all of it. But I'm not sure if this is going to be like a whole entire video. If it's not, there's going to be part 2. I don't really know. But I'll see you when I'm done watching variables, and I'm going to pause at 15:30 basically, and I'll see you there. Bye, till then, I'll see you. Okay, so we'll come back, and so I just paused the video because it's almost there, but I already got the concept of it, and I watched it before, so it's more clear for me. So I'm going to be explaining what this all means he's writing, but let's just discuss what variables are. So what are variables? A variable holds some data. So that's what he explained it. So I'm just re-saying it basically. Variables hold some data. So for example, if you have a box and you are assigning it to books, you're adding stuff. So that's it's holding some things. So it's holding stuff. So that's how I can explain it. And variables start with var. So var. Let me just zoom in real quick. So variables start with var. So in order to assign a variable, you need to first declare it. So for example, if we say right here it says var a equals 12. Let's just var a equals 12 or 2. Sorry. And what does this mean? So if we run it, we're not going to get anything. You can see. So I'm going to be talking about this, and just don't get confused about what this is, but let's just talk about this right now. What is this? So what is this saying is var. So it's declaring var variable a equals 2. So this is like an assignment operator, like it's just like assigns A to 2. So what it's saying is it's declaring A, and then it's assigning it to. So now if you say print A, it's going to give you 2. So let me just explain it again. It's pretty confusing, but let me just explain it again. It's saying var, now it's declaring A. So it's saying var A, so var means it's like declaring A right now, equals to 2. So you're assigning A to 2. So A equals 2. It's basically saying that. And you're saying print A. So now let's talk about what print means. So print means print A. If you like know what programming like from other programming language like Python is very similar to Swift. That's something that I noticed, like the way you print it out. But we're not going to be talking about Python right now because this is Swift. We're talking about Swift. So what this is saying is print A. So now if you print A, it's going to be 2 because you already assigned A to 2. So you're saying now var A equals 2, A equals 2, print A. So if you're saying that, it's definitely going to put 2 because you already assigned it. Let's change the numbers. What if we say 20? It will give us 20. And the reason why we don't put double quotes is because it's not a string. So if we run it, we're going to get A. So don't put double quotes. We're going to be talking about more about that when we're only going to be talking about data types because the next is about data types. So when you're trying to print out something, you use the print statement, print, and then you put A. So the letter or the thing that you're assigning. So for example, when we said var A equals 20, you're saying that, like I said, A equals 20, and you're saying print A. So if you put double quotes, it's going to print A. It's not going to print 20. So just keep that in mind, and you don't have to add like any quotation, whatever. It's just very simple, and that's something that I like about Swift. So now let's talk about comments. So I feel like I should start talking about comments first because I feel like comments are very important. So comments start with a // After // Swift is not going to read it. So if you type anything, whatever this is, it's not going to read it. But if you don't add the // it's definitely going to give you an error. And it might even mess up all of your code. So the reason why I put // is just like a reminder for me. So Swift's comments are very important because it can help you read what the code is, and so you don't get confused too. So when you're like a beginner, it's very helpful. So you can add comments and explain what the code really is. So that is what a comment is. So now let's do with numbers, like var number, blah, 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 blah. It looks very complicating. It's actually very simple. So when you say var, and let's declare my name. My name equals this, right? Nothing. So it's not going to give me anything because I did not print it. So if you noticed, it's going to be hard to notice, but if you noticed, it started with lowercase, and then after mine, it started with uppercase. What does that mean? So when we're writing, you have to use camel case. So what is camel case? Camel case means when you're it's really hard to explain, but I'm gonna try my best. So if you say my name, it's saying after you're writing the first word, you start with an uppercase just to let you know that it's another, you're talking about another thing. You're not saying my name, it's not a whole sentence. It's like a period. You can also add, instead of doing that, you can add a dash. I never really use that. I like to use camel case a lot of times. It's gonna give me a oopsies. I need to add a comment. You can also use that, but I prefer you use camel case because it's very simple. And the reason why we start with a lowercase is that's the way you start. I don't really know the reason, but that's how you start. So you start the first way you can start is by putting lowercase, and then you start with uppercase when you're writing another word. So that is what it is. So as you may have noticed right here, you can see like double quotes around here because it's a string. It's not a number. Only a string is a string. Oops, a string. A string is a piece of text. What does that mean? It means it's a text, basically. So when you add double quotes, you're telling the computer, or like, let's say that we take off the double quotes. What's gonna happen? An error, because it's not a number. So so if you're like defining a string, make sure to add double quotes. And so var my name equals call. Now let's print my name, and it's gonna give call. Oopsies, I think I gave an error. Oh yeah. I'm so sorry. Hang in there. Okay. Call. Sorry about that. I think I deleted some of them. Print my name, and then it gives you call. Let's look in here and see some operators. So let's say you wanna, like, let's just discuss this. So let's say we wanna declare a variable, like if you wanna add like my brother's age and my age, let's say var, and I'm just gonna use this example. Var k, oopsies, var k equals 11, var n equals 5, and if we say that now, it says, the thing about variables is you can reassign it. So what I mean is, so if you say var k, I'm declaring k to 11. If you say that, you can actually reassign it. So you can say, if I say here, print k, run it, and then 11, right? But if I say k equals n, and run it, and then if I print k again, it's going to give me 5. So let me just explain what this is saying. It's saying, so we already understand this. It's saying var k equals 11 and n equals 5. Print k, okay, and it gives us 11 because we didn't like change anything. We just said k equals 11. So what this is saying is we're saying now k equals 5. So k equals 5. It's not 11 anymore. It's 5. But if you do it before, changing it, you're still gonna get 11. So that's what it is. And now we can say, let's say print. You can actually do addition and subtraction, whatever. So print. I'm really sorry about that. Print k plus n. Run it. Equals 10. Why do you think it's 10? It's because we said k equals n, which is 5, and 5 plus 5 is 10. It's a little confusing, so I'm going to change this right here. I don't want you guys to be confused, so I'm going to run it. It's going to give us 16. And this is the addition sign, and it's the same with Swift. And if you want to do subtraction, you can say k minus n, which equals 6. And we can also say print k divided by n 2, and print k times n 55, because 5 times 11 is 55. So this is the operation side. This is like very simple, but it might be a little confusing. Make sure to remember the slash. It's division. Make sure you remember that. And make sure to remember that. And also, like, so you don't get confused with the results, make sure to check back with what you declared and what you assigned, and you can go over it. Let's see if we have anything to go over with. Okay, perfect. So have you seen the let thing? So a lot of people, or I, used to get confused with var and let. So what is var and let? So in variables, you can reassign it, right? You can reassign var my name, and then like we did right here, we assigned k to n, and it didn't give us any syntax error. You can see that, right? And if we say print k, and it will give us 5, basically. But I'm just gonna erase that real quick. Okay. So what is let? So let means, so let's use let my name equals call. That is a very good example of special. Because, like, if you're saying your name will never change, right? Like, you're saying let means something that can't change. It's just permanent. Let means it's just something that's permanent that can't change. And, like, if you say let my name equals call, it's call. Like, it can't change. But since I already used var my name, it's gonna be a little confusing right here. So I'm gonna change just change it to like k whatever my cam, something like that. So let my cam equals call, right? So if I say print my print, it's gonna give me call. But what if I say my cam equals 11? Syntax error. So the reason is because you can't reassign let. So the reason why we use let is, like, let's say you used and like if you want to keep let my cam equals call, just gonna change that to like let let yammy yam, something like that. Let my yam. If we say that, and what does this mean? So why can't we use var? Like, why do we have to use let? Because, like, for example, if you don't want to change let my yam, because your name is call, or sorry, your name is not call, but like my name is call, and it's never gonna change, right? So if I use var, I might reuse it, and my program might get like a little different and stuff, and it's not going to be like you expected it to be. So let is like it will never change, and if you reassign it, it's going to give you a syntax error. So make sure to use let. And what else do we need to learn in here? So that is what we learned. That is what I learned so far. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I am going to be copying all of this code and putting it in a link in the description so you can see it again, and you can also put it in your program, change some stuffs around. So that is what this is what we're going to be doing for today's video. And in the next video, we're going to be learning about data types, and in the other video, if statements. And that is it for this video, and I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this video.